Hey guys, in today's tutorial we are going to learn how to do simple color correction like a pro in Affinity Photo. So as an example, we are going to take this sample image and turn it into this image. So if you are interested in applying a color grading in your photo, keep watching. Welcome back in Editing in Affinity. I am Vineet, the host of this channel. So before starting actual editing, if you are here for very first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press notification bell next to it, so whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. So before starting editing, I want to announce something very special for us guys. So in the last weeks, our channel hit 100 subscriber mark, and thank you all of you who followed me in a long journey. So I will provide you a great content in all Affinity product, so make sure you keep watching and keep supporting. So let's get into the video. So today we are going to use this sample image, and you can download this image from the link given in the description below. So I already opened this image in the Affinity Photo, as you can see, and the very first thing I am going to do is make a duplicate copy, as you already know guys. Okay, so you can press Command or Control J to make a duplicate and rename it like after. Okay, now you can do color grading in Affinity Photo persona. Okay, but I would like to go with the develop persona mode, because it is where there are more feature to do a color grading than the photo persona. Okay, so I click on this develop persona icon and then switch to the develop persona. Okay, so now the very first thing that I am going to do is come over here on tones and click this split toning. Okay, now I am going to increase the shadow and highlight hue as well. As you can see, when I increase, there is no effect in the photo, but if you increase the highlight saturation, which is show the amount of color. Okay, let's see. As you can see that our highlight has been changed. Okay, let's change the shadow saturation as well. Let's select the hue first after. Okay, and I think that's fine, or something like little bit of bluish. Okay, select shadow saturation as you like. Okay, you can play around this slider as you go, and I am select as I like. Okay, so I think that's fine. You can increase highlight saturation little bit. Okay, now here you can see there is a balance slider. Okay, let's zoom a little bit. If you increase the balance slider to the right, you can see that shadow hue increase, and if you decrease the balance slider to the left, you can see that highlight hue increase. Okay, so we will set something like -5. Okay, so resize by pressing Command or Control 0. After we have done that, we will go to the basic tab. Okay, here uncheck all the exposure, enhance. Okay, and then click on exposure, increase a little bit exposure, very low. Okay, like this. Now we are going to increase the contrast as well, but when we are going to increase contrast, you will see that all the shadows are going to clip like this. Okay, so make sure you don't increase contrast too much. Okay, we can change the amount of contrast later, but increase little bit like 12%. Okay, go to shadows and highlight. Okay, change the image size. Okay, so you can see very well. Increase highlight little bit like 20%, and here you can change the shadow of the image, which is changing this contrast slider. Okay, so change the shadows. Don't go in the negative direction, go in the positive direction. Okay, like that. Okay, that's fine. Now you can change the clarity as well a little bit, not too much. Okay, now after we are done with the basic tab, what I'm going to do is come over on the details tab to increase the detail of the model. Okay, zoom a little bit so you can see the detail. Click this detail refinement checkbox, and the very first thing that I'm always doing is increase amount all the way to 100%. Okay, so you can see the difference when you change the radius. Okay, so increase the radius step by step little bit. Okay, and when you see a little bit of grains like this, as you can see here, okay, stop there. Okay, don't increase all the way to 100%. As you can see here, we need a little bit of refinement like this. That's fine. Now let's see what left. Okay, we cover basic, detail, tones. We don't need overlays, so we are going to select the lens. Okay, change the untick the lens correction and select the post crop VGNT. Okay, so resize image by pressing command or control 0. Increase hardness little bit. Okay, and change the intensity all the way to 0, and now increase a little bit like this. Okay, you can increase scale up and down as you like. Okay, so I think that's fine. Let's see the before and after of the image. So as you can see that this one is the before and this one is the after, right? As you can see that image look awesome. Okay, so after you are done with this, you can just simply click on the develop. Okay, now what you can do in photo persona mode is add a little bit of lighting over here and stuff like that. Okay, so wait a second for Affinity to develop the image that we created in develop persona mode. So we are waiting. So sometime Affinity photo take a lot of time because of the some image are bigger in the size. Okay, so Affinity already edited this mode. Now we are going to see the before and after of the image. So change the position like this. So this one is the before and this one is the after. I hope it's look awesome to you guys because it's look awesome to me as well. Okay, so what you can do is add a lightning by going to live filter and select lighting. Okay, so I think my PC is slow a little bit here, so wait a second. Okay, so live lighting is enabled. Make sure you disable this background layer. Okay, change the lightning direction. Okay, okay, so now what we are going to do is change this color. Okay, and we need something like yellowish little bit. Okay, and I think that's fine. Just close the dialog box and resize the image. Okay, so this one is the before and this one is the after. You can add lightning or you can skip the lightning part. If you do, that will look also great. So that's all for today's guys. I hope you like this simple way to add a color grading in Affinity Photo Lighter Pro. If you like this tutorial, make sure to hit that like button and share with your other editing friends who want to learn Affinity Photo and other its cool product. I will meet you soon with the brand new and exciting Affinity Photo tutorial. Till then, stay fit and stay editing.